What's going on, Socialites, and welcome to week number 1 of Global Pokemon Society Draft League Season 9. It's Ryan, head coach, your reigning champ, the Boston Braviaries, ready for our week 1 match here, kicking off Season 9. We'll be going up against the Florida Feraligatrs, who are moving up from the minor leagues from last season. Their team up here on the screen, they got the Annihilape, who is always a threat, just got banned earlier today from Smogon OU. Umbreon, defensive check. Grafaiai, annoying prankster Pokemon. Jolteon, good choice specs user, great speed tier, of course. Toxicroak, good priority, can run either special or physical if they want to. Tatsugiri, rapid spin, as well as just really strong attacks in Hydro Pump and Draco Meteor. The Dragon, water typing, is a good defensive typing overall. Spiritomb, again, another priority Pokemon with Sucker Punch and Shadow Sneak, also access to Will-O-Wisp, could run a Hex set as well. And then Camerupt just kind of rounded out because every C tier of the team needs something that's kind of like Camerupt. There's just not much else to pick from there. So yeah, they got a lot of ground weaknesses, a lot of fairy weaknesses. Hopefully we can take advantage of that. They have a relatively good speed tier though, so that will be something to look out for, thanks to Grafaiai, just naturally fast, plus Prankster, and then their Jolteon and Annihilape, if they want to put the speed EVs, can definitely do a lot. And then Tatsugiri, if it gets a rapid spin, again, can kind of get going. We'll have to see what sort of set they go with that. But this is a team we're bringing. Going with the Iron Treads, of course. Our S-tier Pokemon. Again, we already talked about how ground will be really good against them. Maybe going to go Assault Vest. I might switch it up and go Clear Amulet, just against like a Parting Shot from Grafaiai. I think Clear Amulet could be good. Slitherwing with the Choice Band. Again, another Pokemon that can spam Earthquake reliably. First Impression, just for the quick KOs. U-turn in close combat, good stab. Tauros, going with the Cudchew here, so that we don't proc any Defiant on the Annihilape. We want to make sure we don't do that. That way we can bring Tauros in, get off Will-O-Wisps, etc. Use our good bulk at the Cudchew recovery with Citrus Berry, basically getting 2 Citrus Berries, one turn after the other. Gastrodon, again, we got more Earth Power, Recover, Spikes, Yawn. Probably change this to Stealth Rock, actually. I think Stealth Rock might be better, but I do like the ability to Hazard Stack. Again, I don't expect him to like Terra Flying something, and if he does, then like it's just one thing, right? So Spikes is probably just better just to be able to keep stacking them. Mismagius, our Choice Specs user, Shadow Ball, Dazzling Gleam. He has a lot of fairy weaknesses. Trick, if we feel like we have to neuter that Umbreon for some reason. And then Destiny Bond. Mismagius has a relatively good speed tier against most of his team. So just gotta look out for like Grafaiai and the Jolteon, really. And if he has a Scarfer. And then our Scarfer is gonna be Mabosstiff with the Terra-type Fairy. If we Terra-type Fairy into Play Rough, can be really good. Also another Destiny Bond user for us. Yeah. That's about it. Got the Psychic Fangs on here to deal with the Toxicroak, which might want to come in on the Mabosstiff. So that is something we can think about using, is the Psychic Fangs. Yeah, so hopefully should be a good match. We'll have to see how it goes. I'll let you know once the battle gets started if I made any of those changes I talked about with the Clear Amulet or the Stealth Rocks. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for the battle. Alright, the battle is set. Let's get ready here. Gonna be doing normal rules. We got the team right here. Ended up sticking with the Assault Vest. I think it'll work out against stuff like being able to survive a tricky Terror Blast from Jolteon or something. We'll see how it goes. So this is the best 2 out of 3. This is the team I think he's going to bring. We'll see what exactly he brings here on the right. Alright, so he brought Spiritomb instead of Tatsugiri. Everything else is what we figured. Alright, with that knowledge, I kind of don't hate Mabosstiff with a lead. Like, it just hits so many things, right? I think the more things we can weaken than just our Earthquake spammers just go ham, so that's what I'm going to try and do. Try to soften him up a little bit with the Scarf Mabosstiff and then go from there. See who he leads off with. Goes with the Jolteon. So Jolteon Thunderbolt could knock us out. I definitely think it's worth it to swap into our Gastrodon here. Ooh, tries to go for Thunder Wave. Okay, pretty cheeky, pretty cheeky. Gonna try and get a Spike up here. He goes for Yawn, that's fine. I'm fine getting the Spike up. Break any potential sashes. Gonna try and get some damage off here. He does switch out, so our Gastrodon will go to sleep. Sleep Clause is in effect, so he can't put anything else sleep. Ooh, Toxicroak's gonna take a nice Earth Power here. Gets hit by that Spike. And then gets knocked out, so good to see Toxicroak go down. He will get something in basically for free, though, on our Gastrodon as it goes to sleep. So we'll have to see what he decides to go for here. Goes with Spiritomb. Okay, this is interesting. Is it a Calm Mind? Like, what is he trying to do here? Does it get a grass attack that I don't know of? Gonna bring the Slither Wing and just U-turn out, I think is the play. Okay, so it is Calm Mind. I think we're fine with that. We can, again, U-turn here. Get off some nice damage. Ooh, has the citrus, it looks like. I think we're going to go back down to Mabosstiff here. This might be where we want to terrestrialize. Let's see what he goes for. Ooh, has the Will-O-Wisp. Okay. So that stinks for Mabosstiff here. I think, though, for the most part, we should be okay. I'm not too worried about, like, Hex or anything, which is basically what it would use. Goes for Sucker Punch, which isn't going to do a lot to us. We missed the Play Rough, though, which is annoying. Still going to go for it again. The burn is definitely a killer here. Does he not have Hex, is the question. I feel like if you're Calm Mind, you Will-O-Wisp, you should have Hex. Sucker Punch is interesting. I mean, probably just for priority to have Sign, but you figure Hex has to be the last move here, right? So Mabosstiff basically shouldn't be taking a lot here. So he does switch out, so we will get a little stakeout boost. I'm expecting Grafaiai to come in here. Grafaiai should still take quite a bit. Yeah, like, it's not, like, negligible damage here. Mabosstiff is still, like, okay. So, like, what does this Grafaiai want to do? Does it want to, like, knock us off? I can go back into Slitherwing here and just go for first impression. Get off some real big damage. Pounce. Okay. Was not expecting that. Does get the speed drop on us. But again, we can get this off, this first impression off. It's going to do a lot of damage, actually. Even against the resist Grafaiai. Should be able to pick up the knockout here if he decides to stay in. Switches out, though. Goes into Umbreon, who's going to take a huge first impression here. And just gets cooked by that. Yeah, not what you want to bring in against the fighting bug type. Brings out Annihilape. Okay, the Annihilape is out. We have Kudchu Tauros here so that we don't proc any Defiant. Ooh, Final Gambit. Okay, I mean, I'm okay with you just killing your own Annihilape. Like, I will be 200% honest. I'm fine with that. So he is running like a lead Annihilape here. We can go back into Slitherwing. Basically, Slitherwing's just going to get a KO, right? This is just Slitherwing switch out, bring in Slitherwing, get a KO every time. Like, nothing can take a first impression here. So we're going to have to switch it out, bring it back in, but the game's over. The game's over at this point. It's all over but the crying. Grafaiai and Spiritomb both can't survive first impressions here. So we can go... What does he want to do? I think we just go Mabosstiff. I don't want to give him any information on like our Iron Treads or Mismagius who hasn't come in yet, so we'll just go back to Mabosstiff and we dodged the Gunk Shot, which is fair because he dodged a play rough against us, so tit for tat. We can Crunch. It's basically neutral against everything, so not like too worried about anything. Takes out Mabosstiff, which again is fine. Could have knockoff. Doesn't seem to have a prankster, though. I mean, let's see if it has knockoff. Right now, he's shown two things that aren't super effective against our ghost. So, we'll just see if he has knockoff. Ooh, we're actually faster. Okay, that's huge information. This Grafaiai is not max speed from the looks of it. And Spiritomb does have Sucker Punch. So, with that in mind, we're going to play for a little differential here. Yeah, so the Grafaiai isn't max speed. I probably, if I had been doing damage calcs, probably would have figured that out, but yeah, so first impression here should definitely get the KO. None of us terrestrialized, which is something to think about. So none of us have like that sort of information, but we get game one there. 4 Pokemon remaining, really a clean game. Once he final gambited the Annihilape, right, it was all, you know, that is what it is. So it's interesting that's the type of set he went with. Again, I don't think that's like the best way to go about it. So we'll have to play around that Will-O-Wisp there from the Spiritomb. So now we're going to game 2. Same sort of thing. So he doesn't know, like, well, he probably knows that we're not Intimidate now if he was paying attention. But, so he led off with the Jolteon, which is definitely interesting. I think we can just lead straight off with Gastro then. If he feels like he wants to lead off with Jolteon. I mean, Gastro is going to be really good against a lot of these Pokemon. Looks like his Grafaiai didn't have like any way to really touch it. We still don't know if he has knockoff just because he's not running the speed there. But if he is running knockoff, then that's 3 attacks and like what's your, like, what are you using Prankster for? Okay, so he leads right off with Annihilape in the ground. Annihilape. And he just, again, final gambits. and actually does not kill us. So unfortunately, we're not going to get a spike up here, which is rather annoying. I didn't expect him to just Final Gambit again. Seems not good. Yeah, like that. If that's how you want to waste your S tier, then by all means, you know, waste it that way. But if I'm trading my S tier for Tauros in game 1 and then just doing it to weaken Gastrodon in game 2, like, he goes right into Umbreon here. Which at this point, right, Gastrodon isn't really going to do much. So I kind of just want to try to get a spike up. Okay, so he taunts. Well, I guess at this point, I'll keep it around. I guess now I'll keep it around because you're kind of forcing me to. Thought you would just kill it. I mean, it seems like Jolteon didn't really have a way to mess with it. Ooh, okay, got screens up here, but we got Tauros. So there is that. I'm gonna go in Toxicroak, which if it does have the dry skin, is gonna take quite a bit of damage from this. And really, I don't think it has like a lot it can do against us. Like a poison attack is the best, but if it's a physical attacker, okay, he switches out. Now what's he going into? Goes into Spiritomb, which is gonna take this Earthquake. Get some nice damage there. So Spirit, we can't be burned. So really all it has is Calm Mind and Hex. I kind of just want to keep like Raging Bull. Oh, it looked like Earthquake did more. I'm going to go into Slitherwing because First Impression should KO from this range and we won't proc its berry. So if it keeps trying to Calm Mind up maybe, I could see it wanting to do like one more Calm Mind maybe. Yep, so here we should be able to First Impression get the knockout. A really First Impression kills like everything right here. We could have also Terrestrialized, but this is a clear knockout. Yeah, I like lead Annihilape, I do. But it's not there to just click Final Gambit. Like, that's such a waste. Okay, so Grafaiai comes out. Probably going for Gunk Shot here. I think we can bring the Treads in this time. Because we know, like, our Treads is faster than our Mismagius, which means it's going to be faster than this. Oh, Switcheroo. Okay. So that's what it had for the Prankster. What did it give us? Choice Band. I'm okay with that. I'm honestly okay with that. Yeah, I mean, we'll just click Earthquake. Just kill this. If he brings in Jolteon, like, he's running Yawn, Thunder Wave. Toxicroak comes in here. It's not gonna outspeed us unless he's Scarf. So we can Terrasilize here. I think it's pretty safe to Terrasilize. Just so nothing random happens. I mean, at this point, I'm going to go for the sweep, right? I'm going to try to get the sweep going. We've again reached the point where Slither Wing just has to click first impression. So he didn't even have anything for priority or seemed like wasn't Scarf on that. Was into Umbreon. Now we are now a choice band, and it is gonna do a lot. I'm just gonna keep clicking it, right? Yeah, it does some real nice damage there. Goes for Snarl. I mean, that doesn't matter. So really it's going to come down to, does the Jolteon have like some sort of Terra to deal with ground types? Like, is it going to have a Terra Ice or Terra Water to at least get one knockout? No, looks like he has nothing to touch us, so we get the sweep here. Yeah, ooh, gotta work on what you want to do with that Annihilape, because that was not the way to do it. But yeah, I mean, hey, we get that win. We take that 2-0. We take that early season sweep for sure. Let me know what you thought of the battles. Braviaries coming back for a 3-peat on the championship. As always, thanks for watching. Stay classy, society.